Hello and welcome to Warrior Strength Get Pumped. Today we are going through a series of exercises. We're going to go through everything once today. So if you have printed out your tracker sheet, you know exactly what we're doing today. If you didn't print out your tracker sheet, it's okay, I'll take you through it, okay? What you need to know is we'll go through one block of work where we're going to do every exercise for, I think it ends up being 20 seconds, what I have written down got erased. Not the moves, just the timing. Then we go on to a second block of work where we do each exercise for 45 seconds, the third block of work, each exercise for 60 seconds, and then we do the timing in reverse. So then we're going to go 45 seconds and 20 seconds. Every block has a different exercise that works the total body. It's either going to be upper body, lower body, and then core, something along those lines. Okay, so we will start with our warm-up. It's our warm-up we do every single time. What I need for you to do is just to have a mat out, clear your space for the warm-up. I have a slew of weights out. Mine are all over there, so I'm just going to kind of grab them after that warm-up and we'll drag them on over here, okay? We are working by a timer today. You're playing your own music, and we're going to push ourselves to lift some heavy weights, okay? So let's start with our warm-up. I'm going to go ahead and start our clock here. And if you hear any dings or anything like that, don't worry about them. That's more for me than it is for you. All right, let's start marching in place. If you have a med ball or a loop, you're welcome to have that. You don't need it. But this loop like this, a stretchy one probably, it's not necessary, but if you have one, it does. We have one exercise for it, and if you have a med ball like this, we also have. Is this the one where we have it? I could be totally wrong. It's in tomorrow's class. Let me look. Yep, that's for tomorrow. So if you have, go ahead and jog in place. The loop is the only thing. Everything else, oh, I know. Sliders today if you have them. Clearly I didn't take mine out. I'm getting confused between today's class and tomorrow's class. But if you have sliders, you can do sliders. If you have no sliders, you're going to follow me today. I have no sliders. But if you've done this before, you know what it feels like to do slider lunges and slider climbers in the fourth set of work. All right, let's shuffle side to side. I swear I'll get my life right one of these days, right? Add just a little rotation, pivot on that back foot, lift that back heel. All right, and then come center. Let's go ahead and do some Frankenstein kicks. So leg to the hand, chin to the hand. If you need to bend a knee, what I really want you to do is start engaging your core and lifting from your center. All right, next up, let's go ahead and take some lunges. I'm going to just do a little windmill, lunge, windmill, lunge, opening up the hips, the inner thighs, and reaching side to side. Shift your body weight. Our first exercise is on the floor. It's a chest fly, so you can plan on starting on the ground today. Like I said, I have a big variety of weights. I will use close to the same weight for all of the 4 exercises of the first block of work. Let's go ahead and just kick a heel forward. Reach opposite arm towards that toe. Twist, 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 switch, reach opposite arm. We twist for 3, opposite arm, opposite toe, reaching, trying to get that hamstring stretched out, and then also rotating through our spine. Last up, some jumping jacks. If you want to stay here, that's fine too. Listen, we're not doing cardio today. It's going to feel like your heart rate's up like that, but don't worry if you don't want to add any jumping right now. Time to get out those weights. I'm going to literally drag all of mine over here, okay? So, on your marks, get set, go. Make sure you have your weights ready to go for you. First weight is for my chest fly. And my tricep kickbacks. And my ski swings. So, have a good variety out today. Lighter ones, just in case. Always have a set of lighter ones, just in case. All right. This should be good. I should have enough. Awesome, I have one single 25-pound. I should grab my 8s as well. We've got a nice press that I probably want those for. Okay. Did you get all your weights? Are you playing your music? Are you all warmed up? Let's go. Make sure your space is cleared off. We're going chest fly first. So to the ground, laying on your back. I'm going to start the clock. We have 10 seconds to start. If you'd like, in between each exercise, write down the weight that you're using. You can write down the reps. You're tracking what you're doing today. Ready, set. Chest fly. Open and shut. Midline of your chest. Slight bend in that elbows. Where you want to feel this is your chest muscle, not your shoulder, not your elbow, not your bicep necessarily. It is assisting, but it's not the main mover. Main mover is your chest. So squeeze those chest muscles together at the center. Come on up. That was just a start to warm up. We got ski swing next. And that's where you're going to dip your butt back and squeeze. Okay, it is a thrust. Go ahead and start as soon as you've got it. Feet are parallel, toes are forward, butt goes back. Draw your hips forward, squeeze your butt. This is not a shoulder exercise. This is a core exercise. This is for your glutes, your rear. Pendulum swing down, okay? Make sure your pendulum swing down. Keep yourself safe. If you have a bad back, don't do those. Tricep extensions, hike those elbows up high, kick back. Control it. Try not to rock your body. Get a long neutral neck. Work the back of your arms. If you have very light weights and you don't feel it, you're gonna hold, 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 release, okay? That's how you're gonna add time and tension, okay? We're moving fast now. Okay, squat, it's a deep squat, so I want you to get low. Thighs parallel to the ground, feet parallel, toes forward. You can front load it, get down deep, and come back up. Notice my knees stay behind my toes. And it's a deep squat, so I'm trying to drop my butt below my thighs. That's about as far as I go. Some of you are gonna get down much further. That's the best I do. That was it. That was part of our extended warm-up, right? We're going to plank for 20 seconds, and then we move on to a longer block of work. Ready, set, high plank. Hands under the shoulders, springer fips spread out wide. Fingertips spread wide. Tilt your pelvic towards your chin. Squeeze your butt, squeeze your thighs. Squeeze your shoulder blades together. And release. Okay, small break to get ourselves set up for the next set of work. We may bend over, fly to a rise. Write down anything that you need to right now. You have 30 seconds. Write down what weights you used, if you count out your reps. And if you didn't, that's okay, just write down what weights you used this time, okay? We're gonna bend over, fly, rise. That's next. 45 seconds, so I don't want you to go crazy heavy, but I want you to find something that's gonna challenge you. Maybe have a second set of weights nearby to switch out if you need to. Slight bend in the knees, big bend at the hips, chest to the floor. Weight straight down from the shoulders, squeeze the blades, rise, squeeze your butt. Fold, fly, rise. I am not using my lower back. When I stand, I'm squeezing my butt really good. As tight as I can, okay? Really tight. Fold, fly, rise. Fold, fly, rise. You want to squeeze your shoulder blades together at the top. Take them towards the midline of your spine. Okay? Your midline is your spine. Squeeze those blades, it's your wings. Squeeze your butt, stand up. Time, you get 15 seconds. To get to the floor with or without a weight, we're gonna donkey kick. One knee at a time. You can come to your hands or your forearms. I'm gonna go forearms, and I got the weight in what will be right to you, but it's my left, okay? Your right leg, we're kicking, arching, painting that arch with our knee, okay? Not arching anything else, just painting an arch, okay? Flat flexed heel, holding the weight in the nook of your knee. If you don't want to do this with a weight, you do this without a weight. Hips face the ground the whole time. I'm down on my elbows. You may be up here. I like down on my elbows because of my shoulders, and I feel a deeper muscle contraction in my glute and in my hamstring. Okay, we're done. Remember which leg you did, the right side, because we're going to do the left side in a second. We got hammer curls next, right here. Palms are facing in, thumbs are up, hammerheads are up, elbows tucked into your side. Every time you break, I know it's not a long break, it's only 15 seconds, but if you have the chance to write down your weights and your reps, do that on your sheet. I track all the time with my workouts, okay? Every workout that I do, I write down the weights that I use. I don't write down the reps because most of the time I do workouts that are rep sets. They're not timed. But I always write down my weights that I use for every single exercise. That to me is important so I can see where I can grow, what I've used when I repeat a workout, and where I'm gaining, okay? Donkey kick your other leg. It should be your left leg this time, okay? Because you know what, sometimes we need to be reminded that we're getting stronger. Sometimes we need to remember, like, oh yeah, I use this when I do bicep curls. You know, go ahead and do that other leg. So, if you were to be working out with a trainer, if you were to be working out with me, I track the weights we use. I want to see what you start with and how far I can push you, right? How much you're building and growing. I want to see those weights increase. That's my goal with when I'm working with you. And you know what? This is a personal training session. It's me and it's you. And we're one-on-one. And I'm telling you to track those weights. So please try to do that. Go ahead and stop. We're working every muscle of that body. We are staying on the ground for this next one. It is a crunch if you'd like to. That's where the loop comes in. If you don't want to use the loop, that's fine too. Okay. Basically, we're in this V-sit. And if you want this loop to add some extra resistance up top, use the loop. If not, you can be here. You can be here, straight legs. You can be here without that, without falling over. I'm gonna stay right here today. We're here for 45 seconds. It's a bit of time, okay? So we're still here, just hanging out. I'm trying to find my balance on my sit bones. Chest is lifted. Draw my belly button in and time. All right. Next exercises are a full minute long. So I want you again to adjust your weights accordingly. We've got a rotating Arnold press, and then we've got some lunges. So I know I need to clear off my space to make sure I have room for my lunges. We have 30 seconds, so write down your weights, get yourself set up with your new set of weights. All right, I've got my nearby. Starting first in 15 seconds, we're gonna open up, press, turn in, come back down. It's a circular shoulder movement. I went light, okay? We're here for a minute, ready, set, go. Come out, press, turn in, control on the way down. Shoulders, I remember I did this the first time I think I used to do a heavy weight, and I was like, that was a mistake. I've lived and I've learned. So, core tight. Pelvic tilted towards the chin to protect your spine and to keep that core tight if you need to. Kickstand the leg. You're really just working on that shoulder mobility and strength. You're lifting with the top of your shoulder, not creeping them up into your ears. I see a lot of people will like shrug and get turtleneck. like a turtle, not like you're wearing a turtleneck. Long, neutral, neck, shoulders out of the ears. All right, time. Coming to a clockwork lunge. I'm not gonna go crazy with my weights on this one because we're gonna be going forward lunge, side lunge, back lunge, and then picking up with the other leg, okay? We'll start with our right leg forward, side lunge, rear, and then go ahead into your left. Ready, set, go. Push off your heel, toes forward, push off your heel. Step up into this heel, switch legs, reverse, side, push off your heel, you're shifting body weight. Push off your heel, switch legs, push off your heel. Side lunge, push off that heel, oh. Step up into your heel, switch legs. We're going around the clock here. Push off that heel, switch. Whew. Switch legs. Front, side, back, switch, back, side, front. Does that make sense? And then you go front, side, back. We're working in a circle. If that makes sense. Clock, work, lunges. We've got 6 seconds, and then take a second to write down your weight that you used. Time. Perfect. We were even that time, even too. Okay. We have a bent arm raise. We're going to come up, down, and in. More shoulder mobility. I'm going light again on this one. You choose what you want to do, but we're bent 90 degrees. Out to the side, keep it at shoulder height, control it, back in. There's nothing fast about this one, and I really could probably go lighter. I'm going to try to challenge myself. We're here for a whole minute. Sets up. I need to switch. There's a pinch in my joint, and I'm going to listen to my body. You do the same. But I'm going to keep working on this because I found that the more I strengthen the muscles around that joint, the better my range of motion gets and my shoulder function gets better, okay? So I'm not going to shy away from using it. I'm just going to be smart about how I use it. We're going to pick up a heavier weight on the next set of work. Go ahead and write down what you used there, how many reps you got. Grab something heavier. We've got single leg deadlifts. So you can do it as a warrior. You can do it as a kickstand, but we're going to switch legs. You're alternating sides, okay? I say heavier because a lot of times if you grab a heavier weight, it actually grounds you, which is a little bit better. So either a warrior, switch legs, hips face the ground, come mid-shin, come back up. Weight straight down from your body, or a little kickstand, all the weights in that one standing leg. You're folding at the hips. It's easier for me to put my leg back. You figure out what's easier for you, what helps you keep your balance better. Core tight, long neutral spine. So a heavier weight grounds me to the floor. It helps me add that resistance to lift back up and really be in control. When I have a light weight, I lose my balance easier because I've got nothing holding me to the ground other than my body weight. And my body weight just wants to wiggle and shake. So heavy weight, as long as you're using the back of your leg and your booty to lift, is a good weight. To the ground, we have crunch to ankle reach for 1 minute. Write down those weights, write down your reps. It's going to go crunch, reach. If you want to, you can keep your knees bent and up. Ready, set, 1 minute, go. So here you would want to count your reps. If you're counting reps, there is no weight to track. And we're over the halfway mark here. We're going to start working our way back down the clock. We got 60 seconds of every exercise in this block, and now we're moving on to 45 seconds in our blocks of work. All right, keep going. having ponytail issues. I think this is gonna happen here. 22 seconds left. Really drawing your belly button towards your spine, chest to the ceiling each time. Nose is lifted to the ceiling each time. 10 seconds left. We're actually going to flip over and do push-ups next, so you don't even have to get up unless, go ahead and pause, unless you want to, okay? We've got push-ups. We have rear lunge sliders. I might as well, because we have a little bit of time, get my sliders out. And then we have a dynamic blackbird, everybody's favorite, most challenging move of the day. Other leg slider, I'm grabbing it, I'm not going anywhere, I'm coming back. Fine, I'll use my sliders today, you guys, jeez. I'll show you if you don't have a slider what to do too, so don't worry. Push-ups are first though. Push-ups are first. Oh goodness, you guys know how I feel about push-ups. I don't love them. We got push-ups and the dynamic blackbird in the same set of work. Ay, ay, ay. And sliders. I like the last move, the slider climbers. Okay. Push-ups on your knees or on your toes, as many as you can. Ready, set, go. Count out your reps for this one because you have no weights to track. Chest comes to the floor first. Bend those elbows. We are not pecking our necks, our chins, our noses. It's chest to the floor, push up, hollow out those armpits. Chest to the floor, hollow out those armpits. You're using your chest muscles. You should not really feel it in a ton of other places, okay? Your shoulders, your biceps, your triceps, yes, but mostly your chest, okay? Coming on up, we got 15 seconds to either do a rear lunge or a slider lunge. So I realize I'm offset screen from you, but that's okay, we'll live. I'm gonna grab one weight today. I'm gonna hold it in my slider leg, and you're gonna come down and back, come back on in. All the weight, 90% is in this leg. 5 or 10% of that back leg only to hold that slider down, but I'm not using my hip flexor to pull in. I'm using this standing leg, digging my heel into the ground. You can have one weight or two, and if you are doing this with no slider, you're stepping down and back, grabbing your balance, coming back up. You're still doing the same thing, all the weight in this front leg, back leg's there for balance. Okay? The slider adds extra resistance. It's called a pull move when we add that resistance, right? All right, remember what leg you did, so you're gonna do the other one in a second. We've got dynamic blackbird first. This will work your back. This will challenge you. You ready? Okay, arms are ahead of you. We're gonna lift, hold the blades together, lower back, stay lifted, come back here, extend, release. So lift, pull, lower back, stay lifted, come back to your shoulders, extend, release. My feet are anchored on the ground. My shoulder blades are squeezing together. My lower back is doing so much work right here, and I'm trying to breathe. Lift, pull, lower back. 10 seconds left. I have to tell you, the very first one we did, my bones cracked. Go ahead and stop. I did a blackbird bone crack. It was like my ribcage was like, in a good way, it felt good. Other leg on that slider. I'm gonna face you this time, and I'm gonna switch my legs. Follow your foot in the middle of that slider. Ready, set, go. Push up in this front heel. And if you have no slider, it's a lunge. Same leg, step it up. I always say it's like you're stepping up a stair. That leg, all the weight, stepping upwards. Push that heel into the ground. Shoulders stacked over the hips. It's a bend at your knee. Push your heel in the ground. Use the back of your leg on a lunge, okay? That's what's helping you stand up, is the bottom part of your leg. Find your balance. I'm losing mine. And time. Okay. Slider climbers. You've got two of them, and you're either doing mountain climbers or knee to nose at your own tempo, or slider climbers. Slow. I'll show you. I don't want you racing on these. We're going to use this for our core. So ball your foot in the center of that slider. Oops. Hands under the shoulders, and we're going knee to nose. Knee to nose plank. Knee to nose plank. So whether you have a slider or not, you're pulling the knee to the nose, taking your rib cage towards, your hip bone towards your rib cage. Crunching, crunching, crunching. Shoulders over the hands. Booties down, hopefully. Pull that knee plank. Pull that knee plank. If you have a slider, you have to slide that leg back and forth. No slider, you're just pulling using your own leg time. Woo! One more set of work. How are we doing? I'm breathing. I'm breathing. That heart rate's up there. Okay. Probably my favorite section. Okay, cool. Leave your sliders there. Because we're going to have to do hamstring pulls, and I'll show you those when we get there. Okay, first up. Bend over wide row. One hand's going to have a weight, one's not. Then you're going to switch. It's a passing bent over wide row. When you wide row, your shoulders are out of your ears. You're actually drawing your elbows back and squeezing those blades together at the top, okay? Alternating sides, meaning keeping your core tight. You guys know I love this one. I'm going to try my 15. Ready, set, go. We're only here for 20 seconds. It goes by really fast. Arms are goalposts. Box out those elbows. If you like this move, go back to boot camp. I did it in boot camp last week. It was amazing. All right, go ahead and stop. That was how fast that went. Hamstring sliders, which means you're going to start off long and away from your body, hands on the ground. You're going to pull them in and bridge up. Go ahead and go. And if you have no sliders, your feet are here, and you're going to bridge, heels in the ground. Okay? And if this is too hard, you're going to pull, bridge. Pull, bridge. And if you've got it, it's one swooping motion. And that was time. I'm just going to do one more. And we are back up for wide curls. Work on our biceps. Wide like this. Ready, set, go. It's fast now. Now we got 20-10 on the clock. 10 seconds left of these. Control them. Elbows in tight. We're wide. Making a W with your hands, your arms. Go ahead and pause. One heavy weight or two. We've got our squat, toes forward, scrape. Squat, scrape. Go ahead and begin. Squat, butt squeeze. Squat, glute squeeze, right there. It's a little glute. If you can slide your foot on your floor, go for it. Right to there. If you need to pick it up and tap, that's fine too. Maybe you're on carpet or something and your shoe gets caught. All right, pause. Last, up. Our V-sit. Whew. Okay, so here's a V. We were in a boat, now we're in a V. If you can, okay? We're only here for 4 more seconds. Find that balance, core tight, I'm rocking, and done. Butterfly. Do butterfly. Good work, we did it. Whew. So good. So we're gonna just stretch a little bit. I'm just gonna sit for a second. You're gonna sit for a sec. And we're gonna think about what just happened. Write down the weights that you need to. I don't think we did like a ton of legs, we did just enough legs. So let's go ahead and stretch that quad out. We call it like double upper body, and I'd say like, you know, 1 core move in each block. We did 5 of them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8. And like 10 upper body moves and 1, 2, 3, 4, You count both sides. 5, 6. Okay, we did 10. I don't know why it felt like we did more upper body, but it was 10 and 10 and 5. We did 25 different exercises today. All right, so all I did was I did the lazy man's hamstring stretch and I just took my other leg. You can flip over completely and do the other side. All right, let's roll forward. Get those hamstrings and the glutes. That's mostly what we worked. Whew. This workout is available to you anytime, so anytime you want to do it, repeat it. You've got that tracker. Challenge yourself. Can you get more reps in? Can you go heavier with your weights? Now I will say this, when I go heavier with my weights, my rep count sometimes decreases only because I take more time with a heavier weight, if that makes sense, okay? So just remember that when you are working, that if you are increasing your weights, you might not get as many reps, and it's totally fine. The other thing I like to do is, let's say you like this workout and you're like, I don't like being timed, I just want to do all these sets. With this many reps on repeat, go ahead and grab that tracker sheet. Make up your own workout with it, right? You know the moves. Let's say you're like, I want to repeat set 1, 8 reps 3 times through. Cool. Then the next set, I want to do 10 reps 3 times through. And the next set, I want to do 12 reps 3 times. Okay, do you see what I'm saying? You choose your rep count, you choose your weights for each set, and how many times you want to repeat it. You can follow this as your tracker for your own personalized workout, okay? For our classroom purposes, right, we went 30 minutes, timed sections and blocks of work. Get those shoulders and our neck stretched out. But that's up to you. And then let's say you're like, for plank, I want to hold it for a minute. I don't want to hold it for 20 seconds. Cool, do that, right? Let's say you want to do slider climbers for only 20 seconds, or you only want to do 10 reps. Cool, do that. And giving you the tools, you got to do the work, okay? And sometimes it goes like this. You're like, I don't know what to do. And if you're like not into the workout we're doing that day, you're like, I don't know what to do. Or it's a catch-up replay day, and you're like, I want to do that, but I just want to do more reps of everything. Hello, there's a workout for you right in front of you. Do it. All right, you guys, tomorrow, cardio, countdown, woo-hoo! Such a great class. We'll go through sweat, heat, agility, fun, lots of sweat, mobility. Have a great day. Thank you for joining me today. Clean up your mess, write down on that tracker, give yourself a smiley face. I'm giving you a virtual high five. Have a good day, and I'll see you back here tomorrow. Bye, guys.